Hey, good morning, my wonderful friends. God has blessed us with a very brand new month, and I believe and I pray that God will work wonders into your life. For today's one verse, one truth, I want us to read from Titus chapter 2, verse 11 and 12. Let me read that for you. For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. We have always heard about grace as something that enables us to enjoy the gift of salvation. Grace as something that brings us closer to God. Grace as that extra gift of God that enables us or gives us that assurance that we have eternal life. But when we focus a little bit more on what is written in this small letter of Titus, it means to say that we cannot limit grace only to that the grace of God works more extensively into our life. To be more precise, God's grace not only saves but teaches us to live a godly life. It's the grace of God that empowers us to be transformed and to lead a life that is very beautiful and pleasing to God. Now, when we understand about the gospel, we need to be very clear that there is this inseparable connection between the creed, our faith, our belief, and our character, between doctrine and our life. And that is where grace works into our life, so that the grace empowers us that we would say no to every form of ungodliness, every form of sin that is in and around our life in this present age. So today, when we are in this year of 2026, whatever kind of things that you and I are engulfed with, which is leading us to lead a life that is ungodly, something that God hates. May the grace of God work in us to be able to say no. And I pray, this is my honest prayer for each one of us, that we would stand strong and say no to everything around us that God doesn't appreciate. We will never need a list of do's and don'ts. We would never need to know what is right, what is wrong from people's mouth, but His grace will prompt us to say no. I pray, my friend, that you will have a victorious living today, glorifying God and making Him extremely happy when He sees you. Be blessed. Have a great day.